A crisis is brewing in central Serbia, and it's emblematic of the effects of the global economic crisis on Eastern Europe. Founded in January 1976 as 25. Maj, May 25th, the birthday of former Yugoslav President Josip Broz Tito, Zastava Elektro of Rača produced automotive wiring harnesses for the entire Zastava Automobili Jugo program and appliance wiring for WATS, Hoover, Candy, Zerowatt, and Philco. But Zastava came into hard times during the Yugoslav Civil War of the 90s, losing its global markets when sanctions were imposed upon Serbia. Following the war, Serbia moved to break up and privatize pieces of the giant Zastava group. Zastava Elektro was sold on March 1, 2006 for 27 million dinars, roughly 370,000 euros, to a private consortium led by Ranko Dejanovic, the husband of Parliament President Slavica Đukić-Dejanovic. At the time, Zastava Elektro employed an estimated 275 people. It was said to have turned a loss of 370 million dinars in 2005. On January 16, 2007, a contract with Delphi of Illinois was signed for the production of wiring harnesses to be used in automobiles produced across Europe. The contract promised the employment of 700 new workers in Zastava Elektro prior to the end of the year. Indeed, jobs climbed from less than 300 to almost 1,000. These might not have been permanent contracts, but they were good enough for a start. Through mid-2008, Rača was supposed to employ 1,500 people. Another 3,000 would be hired by the company by 2009. The Delphi contract gave the Rača factory equipment worth several million euros, according to Dejanovic, who reminded that Delphi employed 250,000 people worldwide and produced 34% of the industry's electrical installations. Zastava Elektro began trial production of electrical installations for the Opel Cabrio and was supposed to have continued with the Fiat Punto, Fiat Grande Punto, and at least one Volkswagen model. Zastava Elektro's hometown of Rača, with its 13,000 people, was optimistic. Mlađan Dinkić's Agency for Foreign Investment and Promotion of Exports gave assistance to the project. Yet at the end of 2008, Delphi terminated the contract, took back their machines, and moved to Poland. Now, Zastava Elektro workers are on strike. They want to be paid their wages, which they have not received since January. And they've asked Serbia's Agency for Privatization to annul Dejanovic's deal. Meanwhile, Dejanovic's bank loans have put the company in severe debt, so bankruptcy may not be far off. At worst, this might mean the end of Rača as a town. As yet, there has been no reaction from the Agency for Privatization. Meanwhile, as the economic crisis grows, ever more Serbian workers seek to annul the agreements that led to their firms' privatizations. Their chief concern, they say, is the retention of jobs. Indeed, the current number of strikes and protests, as of May 2009, could surpass those of the winter of 2003, when Vojislav Koštunica rose to power by promising that he would stop corruption in Serbia's privatization agency. However, he was quickly distracted by the Kosovo issue, and some now say that this gave plant bosses carte blanche to fight strikers. Now, the economic crisis is threatening Serbian willingness to, warily, continue marching toward alternately Europe or Russia, depending on which political party you listen to. It would seem that Serbia has begun to understand that capitalist interests, be they from home, from Europe, or from Russia, are no guarantee of peace and prosperity. At the same time, left-leaning activists in Belgrade and Zrenjanin have begun organizing support for workers at Zrenjanin's Shinvoz, a metalworking company which is in a similar position to Zastava Elektro. Asked one analyst, have we in Serbia finally, again, begun to rely on one another?
Mi ne tražimo ovdje nešto što treba naplatimo unapred, nego da naplatimo ono što je odrađeno.
Radili smo po 12 sati, niko to 10.000 plata, mi smo pristajali na to.
Jer tu firmu ste vi stvorili, a oni je dobili na poklon.
Da kažem da smo bili za instalaciju za punto, koji se sad proizvodi u Kragujevcu i nikakve logike nema da gazda izgubi taj posao.
Moj muž, radili smo 64 godine za ovu državu. Sad smo na ulici i ja i on da nemamo hleba da kupimo.
Ali pobjeda je sigurno naša jer je pravda na našoj strani.